20 cups of regular coffee.
Do you drink 5 cups a day?
Like 3. I do 3.
Unreal, man.
Wow.
Unreal.
Caffeine.
That's
no
awesome.
jitters? No jitters, Jameel?
No. I used to have like 8 cups of coffee, regular coffee a day. So this is like the replacement that makes me not have to go to the washroom 10 times a
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, we got a good crew on here today. Elizabeth, what's happening?
Hey, how are you?
Elizabeth, as far as I'm concerned, this is your coffee break.
It's not.
I'm running it today for you.
I need an IV of it today.
That's awesome. You got your coffee mug?
Of course.
Let's see this thing. That's nice. What's that say?
This just says Sagittarius because it's apparently I have a new astrological sign. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
And they don't make a mug yet for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring in my more controversial mugs over time. It's a gradual.
We don't want to, we don't want to put you in the wrong box here early on.
Not yet.
Let's do a mug check here before we get kicked off. Everybody got their mug here? All right. There we go. I got a good screenshot of that. That's awesome. Very cool, guys. Well, hey, I've got like 28 minutes here. I'm just, EA coffee breaks. It's going to be quick, informal. I know we're all working on a bunch of stuff, but hey, come. Hopefully we'll have some cool different topics and just kind of little things, just informally getting together and hearing what's working for other people out there. So this one, I thought would be kind of cool. Just everyone's always wanting to talk software and tools, and we're all worried that maybe we're using the wrong tools and everyone else is making a bunch of money because we're using the wrong stuff here. But yeah, we can just kind of go through and just share, what software tools we're enjoying, what software tools are working for us. And maybe you'll come away with kind of a software idea for something else that you want to test out. But yeah, I'm just going to run through mine here real quick. We kind of go back through and you can fill in as any of these topics here, any ones that you're like, oh, I love this one here, it's working for me, or if you have any questions about it as well. Oh yeah, Alex says it blurry. Anybody else?
Yeah, it's blurry.
Yeah.
It's a little blurry.
Yeah, it's a little blurry.
For whatever
Now it's
reason.
better.
All right, interesting. Basically, the way I solve
Now
it
it's
is
blurry again.
how about that?
Nope.
Not blurry?
Still blurry. Now it's good.
Now it's fine.
Now it's good.
Basically,
Don't
the way I-
touch anything.
no kidding. Basically, the way I solved that is I have to drag the screen to half the size of my screen, or drag the window. I'm not sure why. Anyway, guys, here are the software tools that we use in our business, at least a lot of them here. Landing page software. I love Clickfunnels. I listened to a podcast on Clickfunnels yesterday. Kind of cool to hear the backstory behind it. But yeah, that's the one that we use here, and a lot of other people use that. We'll kind of come back and share what they use here. Email automation. We use ActiveCampaign. Some other people are using, MailChimp or Infusionsoft, kind of the big daddy. I love ActiveCampaign. It kind of solves all of our needs. We're paying about, $250 a month for it at this point here. But hey, can you? Some people are typing really loud. Is that Chris?
Was that me?
You just mute yourself.
When I'm typing, I'll mute myself.
Yeah, if you're going to hack into someone's computer like that, just go ahead and mute yourself. Analytics. We use a software called Heap Analytics. This is really good stuff. I think it's either cheap or free to get started. You just drop one little piece of code on your stuff, and we track all of our funnels and everything through that. Really cool. We also use Google Analytics, and we use the Google Tag Manager. If you're not familiar with that, to kind of host all of our pixels or tags in one, all of our scripts, I guess. And one thing that we can just drop that one script on all of our different landing pages and whatnot. So those are what we use for that. Customer support, we use software called Groove to manage kind of all of our emails that come in. Initially we're just going to come into Gmail, whatnot, but Groove, I think it's Groove HQ is the website there.
That's me. Do I need to unshare?
No, I need you to go to Asana, or you can give me the screen. I don't care what. Let's just
Okay,
go.
let me give it to you because you'll be much faster at this.
Hey, who's talking here? Can you mute yourself?
Because Asana's a pain.
Sorry.
I'm
Give me a
sorry.
second.
That's you, Keith? What, you got a movie playing there, man?
Another Zoom call.
Nice, dude. Nice. Hey, guys, by the way, guys, it was fun hanging out with Keith. I was with him in Nashville here this weekend. seeing what he was working on there. So that was fun to hang out with you, Keith. But yeah, Groove.
Is Groove the text like the messaging app on PayFunnels and everything like that?
That's Intercom.
Okay.
Intercom.io is what's on PayFunnels, which is this right here. And it's kind of like in-app messaging. So if somebody's kind of doing something, you can send them little messages inside the app. Really a way to kind of engage customers there.
What about like on a sales page? I feel like if I had something on a sales page, if someone's looking at my sales page and there was ability to ask me a question right there, sales, Drift has been awesome. Jameel, I just saw you had Drift on your site. Dude, guys, so Drift is listening. Yeah, so Drift is awesome. We've just put it on some of our sales pages, and basically what it does is it, what is it, just drift.com. Basically it just goes on a sales page, or really any page. You put on any page, like you'll see it here on their site. Like this, it pops up, and it'll say, hey, have any questions? You can customize this. And then what I really like about it is that it goes right into your Slack. So if you use Slack, it just goes right into a channel, and you can just take over the Slack channel that way. And so a lot of these live chat things are great, but they're tough to use because I don't want to be logged into their platform all day long, but I am on Slack all day long. And so it's just really nice as it works with what I'm already doing there. So yeah, check that out. Okay. Talk to. One more quick question. Is there anyone that offers tech support? So like when someone posts it, it just comes to my phone. That would be like the most ideal scenario ever.
Well, if it goes to your Slack and you have Slack on your phone, it just goes right to your phone.
That works. Let's do that.
There's nothing that does that directly. That's what I was looking for as well. It's insanely hard to find.
Got it.
Yeah. So, okay, here's what it looks like. Hey, are there any questions? But we put this on the sales page one day, and sales definitely increased like right away, which was pretty cool. And just, it seems like the people who engage are the people who buy. And so, yeah, having that actually gave us an idea for an automated webinar software that we might have JP build out, which would be, automated webinar software, but it would integrate, right into Slack. So you actually get your questions answered in an automated webinar in a way that's easy for us to manage here. Okay. Cool. So we'll come back to these guys. I'll have you guys kind of fill in the cracks on what you're using, and we'll make a comprehensive list. I don't have all the answers here. Facebook ads, we use AdEspresso. I've used some other, big time things. Smartly. Jameel, have you ever used Smartly? Have you ever heard of it?
No.
This is what, this stuff is like incredible. This is like, makes AdEspresso look like the power editor. But it's a lot more high end here. This really helps you manage like really high end spend. I mean, they've got like pricing up to $1 million a month of spend. But you can do all sorts of stuff here. All that being said, you guys don't need this. But AdEspresso works really nice for us. Webinars, I use Webinar Jam, although they're having a whole bunch of problems right now with YouTube, and everyone's having a pain kind of getting that all solved. Hopefully they'll solve that here in the next couple of weeks with a new launch that Webinar Jam's coming out with. I've used a lot of the different webinar softwares. To be honest with you, they all have their flaws. It must be a hard problem to solve because nobody's really solved it. So you kind of just got to pick your poison with that. And, if I weren't using this, I'd probably use GoToWebinar, to be honest with you, just because it's stable. E-commerce, this is kind of something new we've been messing around with. I love Shopify. Gosh, I've set up a few little test e-commerce sites and helped somebody out with an e-commerce site. And if you're doing e-commerce, I don't know why you wouldn't use Shopify, but that's a very new opinion for me.
Are they doing digital products now? Can you deliver everything to Shopify?
Yeah, I think so. And just like there's so many little apps that you can just like modularly plug into your site. Like this is what Clickfunnels needs to be, where like other people can build stuff that like plug into Clickfunnels. It's just amazing. You like want to have some cool pop-up or upsell feature. You just go like click a button and you add in like this modular app that somebody else built. And I set up a whole site, like a whole really complex site in like a day, just clicking around on stuff. And I don't even really know what I'm doing. All right. Team communication. Gosh, I love Slack. If you're not using Slack, I highly recommend you use Slack if you have any sort of team communication. We used to be all over the place. We're using like iMessage and
trying to do it through Trello and just, I don't know, whatever. But gosh, Slack is so easy. I love how it's flexible too. So it integrates with a ton of different stuff. So we have all sorts of alerts that are always coming in on our site and everything like that here. So Slack is really great. Here's kind of how, I'll show you how I have it set up here once I change the screens I'm using. We use Trello for like our projects and to-do lists and whatnot. And so it's just really nice. We kind of have, on the left-hand side, we have like the projects that need to be done. Then we have, different columns for the different people. We can kind of drag them over into who's doing what. And then we have like a finished column. So pretty easy little workflow there. And then I like Google Sheets. I like the Google, Sheets, Google Drive, Google whatever. Just stored it all in there. So we kind of do it all through that. Video hosting, we use YouTube to host our internal videos. So like most of the, once you buy something from us, most of the videos are on YouTube just because it's free. And for our marketing videos and external videos, we usually use Wistia, which we like that because it allows some different functionality, cleaner. You can do like autoplay stuff a little easier. And it's got metrics on it and analytics, which is nice. But, yeah.
On YouTube for your private people, do you just mark them as private? They have to have, or do you just do unlisted to where they have to have the link?
I just do unlisted.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll just host them like inside of our portals or whatever.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I do unlisted as well, and I make a playlist on for whatever it may be, because maybe you have more than one coaching program or more than one course.
Right.
You want to have it specific. So I make a playlist that's also unlisted. So if you go to my personal channel, you won't be able to see it unless you have access through my portal.
Got it. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. But yeah, like we used to run a funnel. One of our funnels, we kind of ran like a product launch formula funnel with, 4 videos and everything. We used Wistia. Then we got the bill the next month. We're driving a lot of traffic. We got the bill the next month, and it was like $390 for Wistia. And I was like, what in the world? And it's like based off bandwidth. So even sort of traffic, you're not going to want Wistia unless you really, really care about that.
Can you explain, Dave, why you guys use Wistia on some of your teachings rather than YouTube? I don't really get the big difference here.
Yeah, so I just like it for marketing purposes. So like if I'm doing a VSL, I can take off all of the like links. It's just a video that you can't even click or do anything with. And it's hard to do that in YouTube.
Yeah.
Plus,
I wish I had the auto stop feature on YouTube or the no play buttons. The controls. I wish there was an ability to do that.
Right. Yeah. So this just lets you make a really clean video here. Plus it gives you like cool analytics. So I don't know, come in here. Let me see if I got like a sales video.
What is it?
And Alex, you can have, I think, 25 videos on Wistia for free.
I think I should check that out. I'm going to write that down.
I just keep myself at 25 and then.
And you can convert them, of course, right? You don't have to re-upload them. You can just convert them from YouTube to it.
Has anybody looked into Vimeo Pro? I think it's a yearly like $250 subscription for like tons, like any bandwidth you need. And you can lock it.
We want to be more than just.
Sorry. No, I actually haven't. I actually haven't used Vimeo Pro, but anybody else have thoughts on that?
Yeah, the thing with that, so the reason why you use Wistia is for the analytics on the videos. You don't get that with any of the Vimeo stuff, but I use Vimeo for most of my videos as well.
So just to play devil's advocate, you can get all these results and stats, maybe not as robust, but on YouTube they give you great stats too.
This is more like if you have a VSL. Like this is like really where you're going to understand where the drop off is at specific time points.
Yeah, I actually don't even have the
language triggers someone to leave.
So you think, Jameel, it's better for more like registration or sales page rather than course videos?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I only use it when I'm testing something, and then I take it off that, put it on YouTube or Vimeo afterwards.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It gets expensive. It adds up so quickly.
Cool. That's a great tip.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, I don't even have like the pro features on here right now, but yeah, I could just kind of compare play rate, engagement rate. I could see where people, if I come through, I can see where people are pausing on there. So maybe there's a spot that everyone's pausing on, or, it's like everyone's kind of dropping off. I don't know, whatever. You can kind of just judge your play rate on there. Cool. But yeah,
one thing you can do there, you can also swap in email addresses. So you can tie it to a specific person.
Yeah, I've never gotten that far on it, although I know you can do that here. So yeah.
So you have a paid subscription to Wistia to see that data?
You don't have to have a paid subscription, but you have to pop in the data there. So with like ClickFunnels, it's after they hit whatever page they give you your email address, you pass through that data into the URL, and Wistia can swipe that data.
So yeah, no, I like Wistia for that. But no, I don't. Once somebody like buys something, if I'm not like testing it, we don't really do a lot on Wistia. I think YouTube's fine for that. Okay, a couple other ones. I didn't know how to label all these. I just put them in here. We love Typeform for any sort of like, anything, survey. We have kind of our employees fill out weekly reports on Typeform. I can send them out to customers. I can use them for applications, for calls, whatever. So I like Typeform. I think, the other ones, and we'll go over that. Calendly I use for calendar stuff. I mean, right now I just have, basically one thing set up on. It's like a little 20-minute strategy session. You can have all sorts of different strategy sessions or uses on there. Schedule Once, we use some. It's a little bit better than Calendly if it's kind of like for a sales funnel. We found a little bit more options for that. Zapier, we use Zapier. If you're not familiar with that, it basically ties a whole lot of tools together. Jameel, do you use Zapier? I think everyone kind of uses Zapier. But yeah, it just connects a bunch of stuff together. So really cool. You can just come and kind of see, okay, well, I've got Slack. I want to figure out how to get, Slack and Trello talking.
Does anyone else just feel bombarded with how much software there really is? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is amazing. I mean, it's like, even as I'm making this list, I'm like, we really use this much stuff?
Yeah.
And then also paying for all of it, like all these multiple tiny little charges that you have to correlate.
I know. So true. So true. Zoom, we're on Zoom right now. Love it. QuickTime. I use QuickTime to do all my screen shares. So if you see me like, sharing slides or anything, I just, it's free on your computer. Just do QuickTime, do a screen recording. I can talk on it, audio wise. If you want to do with a video in the corner, like your face, you can do, I think there's a bunch of them. We'll go back to these guys. I use Screeny for that sometimes, but I find it's more trouble than it's worth here.
I use QuickTime also for all my videos. It's amazing. I would recommend it to anyone.
It's just easy.
So easy.
I use Open Broadcaster Studio. It's pretty robust and it's freely available.
Okay.
I posted a link in the post about this meeting today.
Okay.
On Facebook there this morning.
Cool.
Quick note for also people using videos. QuickTime doesn't automatically have a pointer. There's a app called UPointer. And if you want like have a yellow circle or something around, if you're doing like a very technical training video, you want them to see where your mouse is going.
Good call, man. I've wondered about that.
Yeah, UPointer.
Can you put that in the chat, Alex?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Guys, maybe the most helpful app I have on my whole computer is Droplr here. I think it's like $5 a month. It makes it so easy to like post things, share things around. So if I, take a screenshot, before you had to like, I don't know, upload to Google Drive or whatever, then share it over. This way you just use it. Let me see if I'll just share my screen, show you guys how easy this is.
And Dave, while you're talking about that, I want to use Droplr, but I'm finding that Google Sheets allows you to copy really everything very well. What do you prefer Droplr over Google's shared tools for?
So yeah, here's how I use Droplr. You guys can see my screen. Is it super blurry? So anyway, all I do is come up here, say I wanted to share something with somebody. I can just click up here, do a screenshot, take a screen, say, okay, cool. Now there's a link on my clipboard that I could just go, paste right now, this link right here. And if I paste that into Slack or paste it into Facebook, it would actually open up and you could actually see what was on there. So just like really easy way to do that. Or let's say like here, I've got just this ad screenshot on my computer. If I wanted to share that with somebody, I can just drag it up over the little drop. Now it's on my keyboard here, or my, clipboard, and I can just share it right there. And if somebody, goes and clicks on this in a Facebook message or whatever, they pull it up and it's just posted right here, nice and easy. Okay. So I'm sure there's other things that do that. Jameel, you use Dropbox, don't you?
I use both.
I use Evernote sometimes.
I love Evernote.
I use everything.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys are just looking for something that like shares things easy. I use this. I literally probably use this 500 times a day. I just am constantly doing stuff with my, screenshots and whatnot. So have something for that. The other one that I love is called Copy Clip. It's like just an extension for your computer. It allows you to have like tons of different things on your clipboard because I'm always copying and pasting tons of stuff. And so
yeah, I use that because of you, Dave. So it's amazing. I love it.
Oh, I probably use this 900 times a day if I use the other one 500.
Quick note for screenshots. If you're on a Mac, Command-Shift-4 allows you to make a screenshot of any size that you want by scrolling over it. Some people don't know that. Command-Shift-3 is the full screen.
Yep. Or Droplr just does it without even having to do that. Yep. Okay, I'm going to exit back out here somehow. There we go. Okay, let me get back in here. Another one I love is Video Speed Controller. It's like a Chrome extension that allows you to just speed up and slow down any video you want. So like almost any site I go to, if there's a video, I can just speed it up, really easily here. It just pops up over your screen in like the top left-hand corner. So I could click this. So that's nice. You can even do it with a lot of like sales letters and stuff. You can just do this and I can just speed it all up. I watch everything like double speed here. So really nice. Even if you're on an automated webinar, you can do it and you can just like speed through someone's automated webinar even if there's no controls on it. Built with, I use to kind of tell me information about a site's little Chrome extension here. So I kind of go to someone's site, I can see like what they're using here. I can see what setup they have. If they're on Clickfunnels or it's custom or, they have Facebook pixels or whatever. And then just 3 more, and then we'll kind of run through any ones you guys have that you love, you want to fill in here. Colorzilla. It just allows us to kind of find the color of a web page or of, some color on a page. Video download is another Chrome extension, and then full page screen capture allows us to just kind of, capture a full, like if I did it on here, it would just copy the entire sales page. So if you find a sales page that you love or page you love and you just want to kind of save it for later as an idea, really nice for that. So
you're saying it will not even without having to scroll, it will save the whole thing?
Yeah, I'll just save the whole thing. I'll just kind of.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
What is that one?
That one's called full page screen capture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually don't even have it up here right now, but yeah. Oh, also we use 1Password for all of our passwords, which is amazing between the whole team. So every time we all have our passwords in here, and it makes it super easy to share passwords. That's like a really, really helpful one.
You're going to show us those?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to click this. They're going to see all my passwords. I'm going to have to change everything. I'm going to kick you guys out of the alliance. And all right, guys. So what do you guys have that you want to fill in here that you're like, gosh, this is like a must-have software, or any questions you have about this? I'll kind of be watching the chat here, but yeah, feel free. Asana. Yeah, Alex, you want to talk about Asana?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a alternative to Slack and or Trello and or Basecamp. I just really like the way it's made. Again, I don't think there's anything to say that it's the best ever. And also it's kind of, this is, to be honest, it's a practice what you preach kind of thing. I can say it's amazing. I don't use it every single day. I mostly use it for leads. That's probably the best function for me. So I have a list of leads in tasks, and then you're able to put in notes for each one of those leads. And then I could check them off once they become clients. That's pretty much the main reason I use it. It's also good to have if you have a team. So if you have like a contractor and you want him to be part of your pipeline or your contract, or know what the progress of your specific project is, you can actually put them into it and speak to them side by side. So it's pretty good.
Okay, sweet. So Asana, Elizabeth, you were saying needles?
Now, I was asking if anyone, it's something new I saw running through Facebook for Facebook ads. And I've used Espresso, but I was just curious if anyone had tried needles.
Yeah, Elizabeth, I used it recently. I was trying the difference between Espresso, needles, and the other one Dave actually was talking about, Smartly. I was trying these automated ones. Needles is a little bit more robust than Espresso, but the software is not even close to as nice. Like, it's just not even, they don't hold a stone to what Espresso looks like and how easy it is. You know, like My 80-year-old grandmother would be able to use Espresso if I taught her how to do it. It's not really hard at all, and they kind of just give everything to you pretty simply. But I can't say that I did like major campaigns to give you an idea of if there was much of a difference. I was wondering if anyone here has seen a difference between a third-party platform and Facebook itself, because I know Facebook doesn't want you using those third-party platforms. Are they hurting you on CPM? Are they hurting you on CPA, CPC, anything? I've always wondered that.
There's a massive difference in the amount of stuff Facebook gives you access to natively versus through their API. So like that's where tools like AdExpresso and those come into play. Like you can get 1,000 times more data and almost like 10 times more features just by going through their API through like a third-party platform than you can going directly with Facebook.
So wait, that went over my head. I'm not lying. Are you saying AdExpresso is better?
AdExpresso and all those other tools are like 100 times better.
Oh, okay, great.
You get access to way more stuff.
That's great. I'm super happy to hear that.
Yeah. What other questions do people have? Does anybody like have a need or a pain in your business? You're like, gosh, what's the best thing to use for this?
Dave, I'm going to plug in for you PayFunnels. I mean, I cannot stress how important it is to have the ability to pay someone on the phone. And PayFunnels is incredible for digital marketers, specifically for the payment plans and the setup fees. But even if you don't want to use PayFunnels, you can still use Stripe itself to actually put in a credit card right in front. But I teach closing, sales closing, because a lot of people struggle with actually closing from the time where the prospect says yes to the proposal, because now they think they have to go through a contract, 3-day, period of them going to a lawyer. It doesn't need to be that way. If you tell them, if you give, find their pain, give them a solution with your offer, and then have an invoice ready for them online where you could take the payment over the phone or send them a link to do it themselves. Incredibly powerful, makes it 10 times easier. And I'll give you one quick short story. After I joined PayFunnels a couple of weeks ago, I went to my local gym that is now a client of mine. I went there, I did a proposal with them in person, and at the end of the proposal, I said, so if you guys are ready, and I shifted up and I opened up PayFunnels, they're like, whoa, you're already ready, you have the invoice, you're ready to go, and they paid right there because they enjoyed the idea that I was ready to go. It's an incredibly powerful tool. I'd strongly recommend it.
Love it, dude. See, I just made an invoice for you right here. Bam, you can go in there and pay that just while we're on the phone talking. I made a new one. This will charge you $1,000 now, and then I can just go into Stripe and move that to a $500 a month subscription. So yeah, dude, no, I appreciate that. I use it a ton, even just when I'm on like quick calls like this. You just like, bam, you're ready to go.
I love it.
There's no like, I think what people mess up with payments is they like kind of delay it. They're like, oh, I'll shoot you over an invoice later. It's like, if you're on the phone with someone, like that is the time to do it. Like don't add these other layers to things.
The proposal layer is the worst layer by far. I don't see why people do it. It's mind-boggling. You have an invoice, you put in what you're doing for them, and you're done. You don't need that. You don't need the whole proposal scenario.
Totally. Okay, Hotjar. Yeah, we like Hotjar. Chris has said that. A couple people have said that now. Hotjar is awesome here to kind of get different, analytics and stuff. And yeah, I think it is free at a certain level. Okay, guys. Hey, 30 seconds left. This has been good, quick, easy. Any final things? I'll let you guys just go in there and kind of edit and add yours in there if you kind of are like.
Last note I would have for you guys, for RAM, for the purposes of your computer, putting together all of these softwares, have you guys seen any slowing down of your, any slowing down of your platforms, your computers, your ClickFunnels, anything at all?
I'm about to get the new MacBook Pro because mine's kind of old, but
yeah, I'm gonna get one too soon because I feel like even when I use Skype, literally just Skype, everything slows down. Everything.
Yeah. No, whoops. Yeah, I haven't seen it too bad, but yeah.
I have 2 gigs of RAM, so I think I'm gonna get the next one for like 8. I think that would be really ideal.
No, I'm with you. Okay, awesome, Jameel. Thanks for posting all those in here. Well, hey, very cool, guys. That's the coffee break. So, yeah, we won't stretch this on any longer, but hopefully, has this been helpful? Just like a helpful little,
love it.
30-minute. Hey, here's some value. Love it, guys. Love it. Cool. Well, I'll post this link in the Facebook group here afterwards. But yeah, go ahead and post whatever you guys want in here. We'll kind of make a little group list here.
Everyone have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hey, go out there, crush it, guys. Good to see everybody.
See you guys.
All right, we'll see you.
Yeah, what's up, baby?